All right, we are finally live here for a midnight edition of the Yale Solo Duo Tournament. Here we have two teams facing off, How You Like That and Team Big UwU. Get used to that name because you're going to hear it a lot this match. Bands are already flying out. We have Kale and Fiora both being targeted towards Epsilon. That Kale especially, no surprise here. Uh, Seeing as my team was completely run over by that pick earlier today. And lastly, the Quinn will round out the three bands being pointed and thrown towards Epsilon. On the other side, we have an Echo ban and a Malphite ban, which I presume are comfort bans on team. How you like that? On for this last ban, I would. Okay, we see the Kazakhs coming out. Kazakhs, of course, being a very strong champion in this preseason change list. Sejuani here being prioritized by Team How You Like That, which is actually a comfort pick for the jungler on Big UwU. Luna Rose likes to pick that Sejuani a lot, and we might see them default back to the Volibear as they did earlier today. Notably, no pick being shown yet from Epsilon. They might be saving for a counter pick, or perhaps just don't want to show their hand quite yet. The Lux being picked up by Big UwU. I know that they like this champion a lot. The Trundle here being the answer to the Sejuani. I imagine this one was prepared, and it is a conventional counter to the Sejuani. The Trundle Subjugate can, of course, steal all of the bonus armor from Sejuani's Frost armor and make the Trundle quite unkillable. So it's haven't seen a Trundle in a while, so I suppose it's surprising in that regard. But in this matchup, it's nothing new. The Ahri being hovered here as the counter to the Lux. I think this will be a traditional mid lane matchup here, as I don't suspect that either mid laner is looking to stray too far away from their comfort class of champions. And here we see the Jax, presumably going top on Epsilon. So another hyper carry in the top lane for Epsilon, likely looking to try to do his best to 1v9 another game, outlane the enemy top laner. And that I'm sure will be a pleasure to watch. Oh, hello. I have a co-caster.
You do.
I will turn you up so the chat can hear you. All right, this is William Kawisa. Is that how you say your name?
Yes, Kawisa.
Kawisa. All right, thank you for joining me. Do you have the link to the pro draft? You never played League of Legends? That's unfortunate.
No. I like how they banned out the Kale.
Yeah, God, imagine not banning out the Kale. Could not be me.
4 o'clock game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
8-0 Kale.
Yeah, I did not know that Kale had a 54% win rate. I guess that's my bad. In any case, we see the Jin ban coming out from Team Big UwU.
Yes,
Another.
ban Thomas out. I love it. Ban out the Camille and ban out the Irelia.
Oh, I got the team flipped, didn't I? Yeah, the Jax isn't. Yeah, whoops. They continue to ban out Thomas here.
Just ban out all 5 champions. Put him on like some random. I don't know. What else does he play?
Thomas?
Oh, he's practicing. Oh, he told me. So
Kyle is very far. Okay, I need to turn you up still.
He's gonna get banned out, so he's gonna play Vayne top.
You're gonna play Van top?
That'd be really troll.
All right, I'm turning you up so the chat can hear you.
That'd be really troll.
All right, I'm turning you
very
up so the
far.
chat can hear you. I presume that means you're quiet. I turned up you on Discord, and I'm also turning up Discord in my mixer. Okay, so everything I said in the draft analysis, just pretend that I said it for the other team, because I definitely had the draft sides swapped. So the Sejuani is actually being picked up as the comfort pick. Wait, no. I'm all mixed up tonight.
Just think about it. Big UwU is obviously Ariel.
Right. Yes, and that's the team.
So,
yeah. Okay.
That's with Thomas.
Right. Yes, of course.
And Thomas has Paul as well, I think. Right?
Big UwU is obviously Ariel. Yes. Just think about it. It is quite true. Okay, here's the Vayne top. Thank you for the genius intel, Will.
Wait, no. That's not Vayne top. It's the Vayne top should be on Big UwU. but they picked it
They
before he could pick it.
Oh, okay. Yep. This is all right.
They stole the vein. They knew. They heard the stream. They knew that Thomas was going to play the vein top, so they first picked it.
Brilliant
I
pick
just
away.
played
So
Vayne
what,
in my game.
I mean what will we see then?
He has nothing.
He has nothing. His
Has to
entire
run.
pool is gone.
And he's stressing. Oh, he's picking the Cassiopeia top. Nice.
Cassiopeia top. Is that strong in a vein? All right, this is a
Well, no, it's
draft.
it's Vayne ADC and Jack's top
Oh
laner.
my god, yeah. Jesus, I can't get anything right.
That's good. It should be good.
Okay, well,
Yeah. So Thomas has been playing mid lane for the team, so he has a bunch of mid lane champs, I guess, that
right.
he can pick out when banned out. Kind of looking squishy on their team, though.
Yeah, they are. The Trundle will probably get tanky from the Sejuani, but I don't know. It's kind of conditional.
Damn, you got a bunch of fans for your voice.
Dang.
It's like that smooth, like what is it? Talk show? No, podcast.
Yeah.
Be like, hi, I'm Ben, and welcome to my podcast.
Hi, I'm
Today we'll be
Michael
discussing
Barbaro. This is the
how
daily.
bad League of Legends is as a game, and how
Wow,
bad the
it
new changes are.
sounds like you're a little salty. Do you wanna
I'm not
take
salty.
take this opportunity to voice your salt?
True. Okay. I'm just saying they should have, if they were implementing new items, they should have kept the splash art for the first month, so we could actually still recognize what items were still in the game, not change everything all at once.
Yeah, perhaps. I can't tell how much of it is the art being weird and how much of it is just like
Yeah.
being change averse. In any case, let's talk about the draft. Yeah,
Remind us better water.
I do think Big UwU is squishy, but
They are very squishy.
it's still very much a play around top kind of game.
How you like that? Is that the how you like? Oh, it's Jeff, isn't it?
It is Jeff, yeah. So you have every
How about
opportunity to
no?
flame Jeff this game if that's
Oh, it's Jeff on Vayne. Okay, Big U has
true. He
Big
did.
E.
I did play with Jeff Spain earlier today.
I see. I see.
Yes,
They
norms.
definitely won the draft. Jack's top is very strong. Van Lulu very strong. Ari is strong. Against what looks? Yeah, Ari has Prio mid. Jax probably has Prio top if he plays well.
Yeah. What is
And
the
probably
cooldown
mid
on
top.
Cassiopeia Miasma relative to the Jax Hop? I imagine there's like a pretty big cooldown gap there, so that it wouldn't be too much of a concern.
I don't think you'll be able to time it that well. You can always bait it out.
That's true. Trying to look at Balin, Ash Morgana versus Vayne Lulu. I mean, there's a range disparity there, though I don't feel like Vayne's early
Van
game.
Lulu is a losing early game lane
It
against
is
Ash.
right.
Definitely.
It definitely is, but I do think that Lulu isn't like
Is that Ariel on the Ash? No, Ariel on the support, right?
yeah. It's Ariel's Morg.
All right, let me go into the hub and see where the spreadsheet. Okay, I see the spreadsheet. All right, team. Ooh, it doesn't. Oh, big ooh. So team B. Oh, it's nice condemn with area support. It's Yvonne mid
It is, yeah.
against. How you like that, team H?
Right.
It's against Caleb. Tony GM top against Thomas. Okay.
I'm trying to see at what point in the game Big UwU has a stronger team because it's normally the Cassio team is assumed to outscale, but there's still a Jax and a Vayne on the enemy team.
They do have a really good siege comp. Assault, Lux Q, Morgana binding.
Yeah,
They get a few picks.
yeah. They're definitely looking for
Aggressive.
picks. They're gonna
And
try.
since it's a solo queue tournament, I don't think the communication will be that well. That they won't get picked.
Yeah.
But in a straight up team fight, if Big UwU's team decides to, commit to it, they'll probably lose with even gold.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about
But
right.
Thomas's farm is insane.
He had like
He keeps up to like 10 CS a minute.
he had like
By the
over
time
he
it's
had
like
over 10 in my game.
by the time it's like 20 minutes, he's gonna have like 3 items, and I think that's just enough to snowball the lead.
Right.
Cassia doesn't have no escapes though, so
Yeah, but I
if
mean
Jack and Sejuani,
Cassia
if
is
he if
certainly
Sejuani
able of 1v9ing. Because I mean
true.
Cassia succeeds in scenarios in which she is being engaged on generally, or at least when she's fighting back.
Well, because you can't chase.
Right. Yeah, I mean, but the amount of pressure that presumably he will gain in the lane through a CS advantage, through tower pressure, he surely will
Yeah.
have a lot of visitors
Sejuani
top
will
lane.
probably play top side, and basically the defining moment is when Sejuani ganks top. If Thomas gets a double kill, the game's over.
Oh well, yeah, yeah. I mean,
It's top mid, because bot's not really gankable with the Ash Morgana, with the Vayne Lulu. Mid is very gankable, especially post 6 with the Ari engage.
yeah. I don't think Yvonne has been ganked a lot this tournament. I don't think she's done a bad job of.
Oh, it's Yvonne. Okay, they should definitely camp mid.
She there have been
Once
so
there's
many.
earlier.
I think every game so far, Yvonne has played into a Jarvan jungle and has been spam ganked. I could be
Of
wrong.
course. It's because for Yvonne lane, 1 gank equals 1 kill.
Wow, that is a bold claim. I don't
You'll
think it's
see. You'll see.
quite that high, but she does make for a
Maybe
pretty good
Yvonne plays
gank target.
safer when there's more on the line.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what are you going to spend your RP on?
I don't know. Thought I might get like a Vel'Koz skin or something. Get like Arclight Vel'Koz.
I'm thinking of getting the TFT Battle Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that all get you?
After I
I don't
was,
play TFT.
it's like it gets you a bunch of like little skins.
I see.
Yeah, after I was rightfully wronged by Riot, I vowed to never spend a single dollar on League of Legends ever again.
Wow. How noble of you.
True.
What a great cause. Do you think either side here will invade? I mean, I know.
Well,
I
don't give
think.
evade. The big UwU's side should be invading.
Yeah, I agree.
It should be a guaranteed. An Ash slow into like Lux and Morgana. But how you like that team should do is stack the bush. If they stack, and their fight is so much stronger.
Yeah.
Are they using dial-up internet? It's because they have to go through the whole like pick phase.
Yeah, there's a 3-minute spectator delay. I'm currently waiting for this to go.
All right, are you gonna stream on your Discord?
I will stream in Discord. I just want to make sure that it works for chat. Okay, I think we're good on that front. I will stream to Discord.
This is Ash support? No, probably not. Wow, are you the 6th Yale student? Jeez. You must be pretty old then. Surprised you play League of Legends.
What? Am I missing
It says
something?
Yale student 6.
Yale student 6. Dang. I guess Yale student 1 through 5 is staying. Okay, we're seeing the invade here from
the classic.
the big UwU around the corner. Okay, so here's why teams do this. If you go through bot lane and you hug that wall, there's less time for any blue side members, if they were to be standing in the tri brush, to see the invade coming. So it's a small like vision optimization that you can do to try to minimize the time that an enemy has to flash away or otherwise react. We are seeing them really try to get some pressure here. Granted, they have Lex and Morgana, so it's a safe bet to be scared of them. It'll be It seems that Hensoku is pathing towards top side, doesn't want to flirt with any bindings here in the bottom jungle. So perhaps we'll be setting up for some vertical jungling here in the early game. Do you think that this... I mean, notably the Sejuani is on top side here, which would lead or would suggest a top side gank early. Do you think that plays in the favor of how you like that, or the opposite?
Obviously Sejuani wants to be top side, while Trundle wants to be bot side.
Okay, just for
Because
the
it's
pressure on the
just
Cassio.
the lane priority. No, it's just the lane priority, right?
Yeah.
They have a
No.
lot of
Yeah.
kill pressure on Yvonne and Cassiopeia because her escape is not there. Bot side is ungankable because Van Lulu can't like CC or anything. But
Right.
it's really nice with Trundle. A nice slow into the bind into Trundle pillar, guaranteed kill.
Okay. Let's look at. Let's just take a look at the CS so far. It is. I don't play top lane. You're a top laner. In a matchup like this, Jax versus Cassio, how big
Yes.
of an influence is the range difference? Like, should Cassio be able to bully this Jax out of lane, or is...
Yes.
Okay.
Jax early is not that strong. He's okay into range matchups usually because he has his E to block the autos, but since it's Cassiopeia, he can't actually block any of the poke.
Okay, so it looks... Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay.
Jumping in for the trade here, the Miasma doesn't come down in time to interrupt the Jax hop, but it will be a pretty close to even trade there. GM Tony there popping the corrupting pots.
The key in those fights is like the trade back from Cassiopeia. Because like when Jax jumps in, his burst is obviously gonna win him the trade with a stun. But like if Cassiopeia can get a few hits back, Thomas should always win the trade.
Okay.
That's why he plays the bush vision. He has to like go into the bush.
Right. Okay. We saw some pings from Luna Rosé onto the bottom lane, trying to capitalize on the pressure bottom side there, but it seems that was called off after the Trundle was spotted on a blue ward. Meanwhile, Hensoku just seems to be clearing camps after taking that scuttle here. Here comes Luna Rosé to drop the pillar on to Bitnari.
They should have followed. They should have chased it.
Yeah, I mean...
I guess that jungle does not have that much confidence in Yvonne's guts.
Yeah, I mean, Bitnari did not have the charm available after using it on Luna Rosé there. So a cooldownless and flashless Ahri at that point could have been a pretty good target.
Could have been nice. Okay.
An involved 2v2 trade here. It seems that how you like that is getting the upper hand, chunking out Baba Bowsy quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a nice trade.
Not quite what you expected from this lane in the 2v2, but it seems that they are just skill checking them a little bit.
Has a shield, and Vayne's like 3 hit bursts with the press attack is pretty nice. But Ashe and Morgana just have to keep their distance and they'll win the lane for sure.
Yeah, those volleys from Ashe do a number in the laning phase. We see Epsilon here going back for the first back here, picks up 2 amplifying tomes after crashing that wave onto the Jax.
Classic Thomas cheater recall.
Yeah, that is an advantageous early recall, and it didn't set up for a freeze or anything.
Ooh,
Bitnari narrowly escapes with that charm, now having no mana, but will limp away out of that trade, and is probably thankful that they didn't give up the first blood there. Some strong trading there from Yvonne.
Yeah.
I mean, Widow now has both summoners available. Might look for a flash binding or something similar going forward. We see Luna Rosé here on the Trundle trying to find whatever pressure they can on the bottom lane here. Spection going forward for an aggressive trade, might set up for a Trundle pillar flank here. The pillar not quite blocking the escape of anyone. Trade a flash and a heal being dropped by Kuga Terranori. So a 2-for-1 summoner trade there. Or perhaps more. We see there's the Trundle flash and the Ashe flash in exchange for a heal and a flash. So I think how you like that actually gaining an advantage there if you're counting summoner spells. Though they may miss some minions as this wave crashes.
Yeah. Trundle's skill cap on the pillar is actually not that easy.
No, I mean, you can. There's a difference between a good pillar
Yeah.
and a bad pillar.
The pillar has to be right behind so they get knocked up for the bit of a stun. But it also has to be behind them to block their path.
Right.
If you place it a little too far up, there's no stun. They just walk around it, and the slow's not enough.
You do have to be really precise. I think the Jax. I think GM Tony has to be pretty happy with the lane state. The wave is in an advantageous position, and he jumps in here to get a trade onto Epsilon. Though he does have to be careful of the petrifying gaze,
Okay.
and that might seal the deal there.
Yeah.
The petrifying gaze comes out at just the right time for Epsilon, and that will secure the first kill. And GM Tony now in a bit of a trouble. I assume he'll just teleport back to lane on respawn, though he will likely miss a little bit of farm and a little bit of XP.
Should be fun. Yeah, I hate playing against Cassiopeia. Oh,
we have a pause.
Top DC?
Top DC.
Did he DC that fight? Oh, no, he's back.
I think that's a spectator delay working in our favor.
Could be. Yeah, Cassiopeia is annoying because you always want to like turn around for the ult, but since if they're a good top like Cassiopeia player, they just hold it, and you just spend unnecessary time just turning around.
Benari dashes forward, hits the charm, and forces a barrier out of Widow. Still trying to pick up the last chunk of health necessary to get the kill, but will not be able to convert that. So that will be an ignite traded for a barrier and a flash out of Widow there. And both mid laners will recall after that one. Hinsoku here moving towards the dragon, looking to capitalize on the first little bit of pressure generated out of the How You Like That bot lane. It doesn't seem that Luna Rose is aware, or at least wanting to respond to this. And this will likely just be the first Drake, a Cloud Drake going over to How You Like That.
Very surprising. Didn't expect the Vayne Lulu bot lane to have priority for Dragon.
Right? Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, Ahri has a lot of kill pressure now with her ult.
Of course, Benari won't have access to the Ignite the next trade, so it might be a little harder. Might need a few more charms and trades to set up the death blow. Luna Rose here moving towards what I believe to be a scuttle, but they may be picking up some counter jungling camps, or perhaps setting up a dive. GM Tony here now below half health, so here comes the dive. He has double buffs, drops the pillar to pin him behind his tower, and the subjugate will
stun. Nice stun. Maybe the back trade.
Does not appear to trade. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow hits Kuga Terranori, but that will be cleansed away. The heal drops and will be 1-for-1 on the trade there, and 80 carries. Bababazi desperately trying to get away from the Sejuani, but the Wild Growth will set up the CC, and they will not escape. Spection picking up the kill on the Lulu.
A nice 2-for-2.
It is. Was that a 2-for-2?
With the top lane dive.
Right. Yes. So the Ashe and the Morgana fell, and the Vayne fell.
Yeah.
Ooh. The bind lands, a tower shot, and the final spark will make Bitnari critically low here.
Yeah, this is probably a wise decision. Jackson no longer hold against Thomas, so they're probably going to send Vayne Lulu top.
Yeah, the Cassio already starting to get really scary, up at 86 farm. Already approaching 10 CS a minute. What do you know? Thomas's laning is very strong, and the guy knows how to farm. Already has a 150 gold bounty and 2 kills there, stacking away on the tier.
Yeah. I mean, whoever gets the counter pick top lane usually wins the lane.
We see a good condemn from Kuga Terranori here. Spection might be finding himself in a little bit of trouble, trapped behind a troll and a miasma. The Petrifying Gaze hits both, and that will set up a kill.
Johnny is there for the support.
We see Yvonne here trying to come up river, perhaps pin How You Like That, but I don't think that will be a successful maneuver. And this wave will crash, denying some farm away from Bitnari. So again, another kill goes on to Epsilon there. It seems that there are no notable farm differences aside from the top and jungle. Kuga Teranori, I don't think was aware of the hiding Cassiopeia on that brush there, but will tumble away to safety. Does have backup here with Hansoku.
Okay, they're going in. Ooh,
The
nice
Frost
flash.
Prison goes wide as Epsilon flashes, but I don't think you're too unhappy with picking up that flash there. We might see Hansoku heading back, but we have a roam from Bitnari down into the bottom lane. Dodges the Morgana binding, and we'll trade 1-for-1. GM Tony here trying to pick up this last kill onto Nice Condemn's Ash. A flash away
Oh,
will
nice
not
flash.
save him, but
Trundle.
here comes Trundle.
Ooh. Flash pillar was not enough.
It was not, but I
Jack
do
might be
believe
going
that
for
Luna
the-
Rose dropped a subjugate, but is not willing to go forward with the trade. We see Epsilon moving forward here into what may be a 1v3. Sniffs it out and decides to back away. The wave, of course, being in an extremely advantageous position for him there.
Leandri's buff is disgusting. They buffed the percentage health damage to insane numbers now. It's like 15%.
What was it before?
Like 6.
I see.
5.
That is a mythic item, right? I can't quite tell if that's an orange
Yeah.
border. Yes, it is.
So the
Okay.
thing about Leandri is like it stacks now.
Okay, we see Kuga Teranori tumbling forward to try to get the kill on Epsilon here. The Wild Growth drops, and that will be enough.
Ooh.
Good job on Kuga Teranori there, not getting stunned by the Petrifying Gaze, and then narrowly is enough to secure the 1v2. Or the 2v1, rather.
Nice.
Binding in the Charm goes wide in this little mid trade. Both sides will walk away.
Maybe picking up the Immortal Shield though. With a nice shield.
Right, both AD carries opting for the shield bow here.
Yeah.
I've heard that a few of the AD carry items are quite lackluster.
That's true. One dashes and fires the homing bolts, and the other one's like basically the Vayne passive.
I've heard the Vayne passive item is pretty good.
Yeah.
I
It's not on hit though, so if you go Gwynsu's, it doesn't get proc by the passive. Ooh,
final spark.
For the solo kill.
Getting Bitnari to low health, but I think they will narrowly escape the
Oh,
Charm to
huh.
chip away at the trade a little bit. So that will be a chunk of pressure for Team Big UwU going into this Infernal Drake. Bitnari having to take a recall here. They might just walk up and take this one without too big of an altercation. Though it does seem that How You Like That Spot lane is not so willing to give up. Dropping the Rift Herald bottom lane. Forcing
the Arya's
them to answer. Epsilon presumably having more pressure with the teleport. Hansoku flashes forward with the Frost Prison and will get the smite to steal that away, but can they get out of this fight alive? A kill picked up by Kuga Teranori doing the best he can to try to turn this fight. A 1-for-1 trade. The Trundle does not seem to be doing enough damage to kill Kuga Teranori here, and that's now at 2v2 with the bottom lane. It's 2 kills up. 2 kills already going the way of Kuga Teranori. The Condemned to try to get away from Nice Condemned's passive slows. And he will narrowly escape after the volley and the binding.
Oh, the TP with the
But here
Jack
comes the
behind
teleport from GM Tony. This trade is still not over. This might be 2 more kills going over to Team Big UwU. The Black Shield blocks the stun from Nice Condemned, but Bowsy, now defenseless, will limp away barely, and that is just disaster if the teleport is matched by Epsilon. Oh, man.
What a bloodthirsty game.
I think I missed that teleport from Epsilon there. And of course, he would be in a position to match it. But,
Jax with the delay to Ruin King. I'm not sure that's a good pick here.
there's been a lot of dialogue recently of whether or not it's like optimal, or rather, if it's always optimal to go a mythic item. Do you think it's one of those cases here? And
That's not my problem with it. I think it's fine to go like one legendary and then a mythic, because the mythic passive doesn't apply without any legendary items. But there's no tanks on Big UwU's team, right? Like Jax is not going to be smashing away at the Trundle front line and gets halted.
right, you would have to think that maybe it would be more worthwhile to pick up some itemization against the Cassiopeia, seeing as I would assume it's pretty likely that they will be side laning against Thomas for the remainder of the game.
Yeah, I guess this is some of the old habits from last season trickling through, where the Bruiser top laner is always by the Blader and King first because they're so
Right.
broken.
True. It was very strong. There have been cases. Is it like Fiora and some other champions that go Hydra first? Um,
Yeah, we go
and
Hydra first for like Trinity, but oh, they're catching
oh,
out the Trundle.
this seems to be a pretty secure pick as 4 members are here to catch Luna Rose
Did Trundle
in the
get
pit.
the Rift Herald? I wonder
Um,
what he was doing in the pit.
I don't know. The Rift Herald seems to still be up,
Is
or
it?
maybe not. No, it
I think
seems.
it's taken. I think he might have taken. No, he doesn't have it. Interesting.
Oh, it looks like the Herald's spawning now. Okay, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow hits Bitnari in the river here. The Charm and the Dash, I think, will
Nice.
bring them to safety. So that's an ultimate for an ultimate. But here comes Kuga Daranori with the final hour trying to pick up this kill on
Ooh,
the
the King
Baba
Bang.
Bazi.
Burns
To
alive.
not looking to face check any more than he has to, so he will tumble away to safety. A flash there burned on the backside by Bitnari, but Final Spark trying to sniff out their path in the jungle, but to no avail.
Ah, it's a nice cleanse taken by. Wow, Thomas Lead is so strong.
Oof, this is starting to look like my game earlier today.
Like
I
the
think
kills are balanced and fine, but Thomas has a 60 CS advantage, which translates to like 1.5k gold. It's like half an item.
right. If there is one thing to hang your hat on here, if you are how you like that, is that you have a 2 Drake lead, and the soul will either be, or no, it'll be an ocean soul. Yeah, we have an ocean rift. So that of course is the strongest soul. So 2 Drakes away from that buff. So that's something you can look forward to as perhaps an answer to the
He's actually
pressure.
doing too bad.
No,
His farm is decent. His kill death ratio is decent, so they could play for soul. They don't have to risk it like I would.
right, and there's certainly a lot of golden Kuga Terranori here, so they have a lot of potential to just run away with the 4v4 fights, provided that the top lane split doesn't get too far out of reach. I think both teams here seeming to take recalls in preparation for this Ocean Drake in about 40 seconds. The 3rd Drake, combined with the prospect of an Ocean Soul, I think being respected a lot by both teams here. Some purchases coming in here. Let's see what Epsilon decides to pick up here. Seems to be a lot of indecision. Decides to pick up a stopwatch. Okay. That might be something to make note of here in this team fight. Of course, having a lot of ability to sway a fight.
What is Cassiopeia's second item? Is that Seraph's?
I couldn't tell you. Ooh, the final spark comes out, but Benari
Ooh,
seems to have found a
nice.
pick onto
The
Yvonne.
already
Yvonne
all in engage is not enough.
drops the barrier, but the damage doesn't secure the deal. So an ult for both mid laners now without their ult, and
Ah, yes, it's the Seraph's.
for the most
Fully
part,
stacked.
summoners list. That is a Seraph's. It doesn't seem that how you like that are going to try to contest this, and instead are going to opt for the top lane pressure with GM Tony, who is teleportless here.
Interesting Sodrani ult to try and steal. I think it only does like 200
We see a
damage.
flash Trundle pillar onto Bitnari. Did not seem to be the call as the Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes wide in that play. Does not get off the ground. I think GM Tony here is more than happy to keep splitting here, as this wave will crash. They might be greeting a little bit. No, I think they're good here.
I think Thomas is a little too good at last hitting.
You think so? 199 farm at 219?
No, but it takes away from like the other carries, right? If you look at Lux and Ash, maybe when they're all together in lane, Thomas just last hits every single minion. And like the mid and bot CS disparity kind of ties it up.
That might be the case. The binding finds and the final spark's still not enough. These mid trades have been happening so frequently, but it doesn't seem that either side are able to do the last remaining portion of health. I suppose you could chalk that up to both mages being a little bit behind the curve as far as gold is concerned.
It just shows how supportive like Lux is. Lux is not like a strong burst mage.
Well, I mean,
Without being fair.
Right. Yeah, surely. Oh, we see another.
Oh, a
This might
flash! Nice, good job, Yvonne.
smart play. I mean,
Because if it was like a Syndra, that's a guaranteed one shot, yeah, with a stun. But with Lux, even with the full burst, it's like usually half health.
I think you're. I mean, I agree with you, but I do also think that the Lux not having any kills and only having 100 farm.
That's
It's not.
true.
It's not like she has a lot of items to work with at this stage of the game. Okay, we see Hensoku moving towards the top lane. I think they're gonna try to shut down this Cassiopeia as best as
Okay.
they can, but the Frost Prison goes wide. You
So right
gotta look
after
for the
the
Petrifying Gaze, the flash backwards
oh,
to set up the gaze onto GM Tony. That will be one kill already picked up, and Luna Rose
disaster.
here to secure the other. And yeah, I think you're right. This is a disaster. That's 2 kills going onto Epsilon, who is only going to continue to exert this top lane pressure, and will likely set up for a more convenient Baron take. But Kuga Taranari goes in with the last hour looking to pick up the kill, but he might have bitten off more than he can chew. Bitnari comes in with
No,
the
you're wrong.
dashes, lands the charm onto Luna Rose. That'll be 1 kill over to Bitnari. Epsilon still waiting in the brush, has a blast
No,
plant to try to
Thomas.
get out. The flash from Kuga Taranori, unfortunate, gets the straight up blast plant, looking to try to go over the wall with Epsilon. Still, though, another 1-for-1
Yvonne
trade
is behind
of
the thing.
supports as the teams are so scattered. But here comes GM Tony with the teleport into the brush. Looking to pick up Widow here. The binding lands. That will be 1 kill over Bitnari. Meanwhile, trying to escape Nice Condemn, and the Condemn will land on Nice Condemn himself and finish him off. Oh my goodness, these trades are all over the place. Epsilon's
Thomas is
still
definitely overstaying right now.
standing, and you
Classic.
got that right. The stopwatch will buy him some time, but a bounty going over to GM Tony. The poison somehow manages to kill Bitnari there, but I still think this will be a Baron
Classic top
nonetheless.
lane. It's a classic top lane curse. You see 4 low enemies, you're like, I can get a quadra kill here.
Well, it takes a top laner to call it out because you got that
Oh,
right. That was an overextension.
Trundle trying to go for the steal, maybe?
He has a blast plant at
He's
his
a little
disposal,
early.
but the pink is now gone. Got
Okay,
another one.
oh, there's another pink. They should stop hitting the
It's a
Baron.
50-50, and they lose. Luna Rose picks up the Baron. Enchanted Crystal Arrow will stop Kuka Taranori from backing there, but yeah, that was definitely a gamble. The Trundle was
I'm surprised they went for the 50-50 with the numbers advantage.
right.
What you usually do there in like more LCS comms style team is when Barons at 3k and they put the pink, you just take out the pink and you stop hitting the Baron.
Right, the final spin.
Yeah.
Ooh, close on the blue buff.
Going for the blue. Then the Trundle will either jump in early or just like miss the window, you know? Like the Trundle will usually just go in when he feels like it's low, and it'll still be at 3k. And you can burst the Trundle.
Right. Yeah, Luna Rose had all the information they needed there to go for that steal, and it really was a 50-50.
Didn't go for the pink at all.
No. Well, if you liked that fight, we have another one coming up soon as this Drake will be spawning in a bit
And
under
that's why he
40
carried 2
seconds.
pinks.
It is why you carry 2 pinks. There's a
Trundle has
Baron
2
right
pinks in
there.
his inventory again.
Take notes, guys. This is how you climb in solo
Take
queue.
notes.
2 pink wards.
Steal the Baron. Team's losing, steal Baron. No problem.
Facts.
He's actually disastrous, this Baron steal.
It is.
Not only does it tie up the gold, it's a lot of pressure against the Jax who can't match the Cassiopeia. Oh my god, dude.
Oh, Condemn lands. Oh,
okay.
Kuga Taranori, Enchanted Crystal Arrow, but doesn't have the cleanse available for the Lux binding into Final Spark. Still, though,
Nice, the shield though.
they are able to escape. Luna Rose almost dying on the backside, but Nari unable to pick up the kill. But here comes Epsilon. And that will be 2 kills over to Team Big UwU, and that will be an Ocean Drake. 2 Ocean Drakes now on the side of Big UwU.
Yeah.
So they have a Baron buff, they have 2 Ocean Drakes, they have a Scaling Cassiopeia. They're suddenly in the driver's seat after that tragic Baron steal.
To counter Thomas, never give him a winning lane, and don't give him a champion that CSs well on the tower.
Do you, with what with what
Like,
background do you
Irelia
have this
CS
knowledge?
His Irelia CS is insane because he can pick up perfect CS on the tower, right?
Yeah.
And with like his other champs, like Cassiopeia or like Quinn, he has lane advantage and can freely CS and harass. You just gotta put him on like something weaker.
Like a Kale, right?
Kale has perfect CS too. Once you get the lane. That's why he plays those champions. Plays like Kale, Irelia, Quinn.
You think so? It looks like
Oh, they're going for the.
Team How You Like That
Oh,
trying to
nice
pick up
one.
whatever the kills they can as Big UwU tries to get their backs off. Does not seem to be able to find anything there. Blue Ping's falling onto the mid lane tower, trying to pick up any stray gold that they can find standing on the map. With whatever time they have before this siege comes in between the Lux and the Ashe and the Morgana.
I've never seen Jax turn around yet to try and dodge the petrifying gaze.
Right. It is always fun trying to see people, you know, do their best little jitter click to get away from that stun. I haven't seen any of it quite yet.
Trying, and he's just looking at Cassiopeia right in the face.
Right.
Tanking through it.
Kugateranori trying his best to inch out of the jungle.
Jeff really trying to carry this whole game on his back. Well, they did pick around for him with the Lulu.
Right.
And tank jungle, but putting out a lot of damage. It's a nice CS lead too. He's building up 50 CS.
Yeah, and he's only going to get stronger.
Yeah.
Where do you think this game is headed, Will? What do you see in your crystal ball? Yeah. Where's the game-defining team fight?
Someone's going to throw when the next Baron or Dragon comes up. By throw, I mean get caught out, you know?
Yeah. Both teams have a lot of access to pick.
They don't have to die, but before the fight, like let's say Trundle walks into war by himself and Vayne catches him and chunks out like 3/4 of the health. Like the team fight is lost there without the front line.
Yeah.
That's enough to pick up the objective.
I think you're right. I think there will be a pick from someone, perhaps an Enchanted Crystal Arrow or a Condemn.
Yeah. The reason why Jeff is actually outputting damage is because the fights are always so split. If Red Team just death balls, Vayne can't even auto the Trundle front line because Cassiopeia can just put out the Miasma, Lux Binding, Ashe ult, Morgana Q. He can't even get close.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the range disparity in a normal front to back team fight should be just almost insurmountable for Vayne.
But this is solo queue, so the fights are exciting and split.
Right.
If he never tries to dodge the gaze, maybe the gaze will not happen. True. I think Thomas is picking up on it though. He's like insta-casting whenever Jax jumps in. I remember the first fight, he like tried to hold it for a while. And then when he realized Jax was just never turning around, he was just like, oh, I'll cast it.
Yeah.
What I would do as Jax here, if I was playing Jax, when I do the QE, I would QE and instantly turn around.
There's certainly...
Especially if I have like follow-up.
Yes. Oh, great cleanse. Captain Jack cleanse from Kugateranori. Okay. Good mechanics. Tumbles forward to dodge the Lux E. Gets a little trade there. Though of course that cleanse, not a non-zero cooldown, will be down next time he finds himself up against a Morgana or Lux Binding.
This is weird. It seems as like Vayne is frontlining instead of Sejuani standing in front.
Right, wow, I mean, I think this Baron is already gone, of course, the Cassiopeia.
They didn't ward it.
Right. Ooh, the BMXD in chat coming down from Epsilon. It seems that Big UwU is just now going to engage out of rage. Kugateranori tumbles forward and gets hit by a final spark, but will be more than fine with the Lulu shield.
That Lulu peel is huge.
Right, and then picks up 2 kills there.
Thomas jinxed it for himself.
Wow, I think that might have been that might be a game-defining error, typing XD in chat like that.
Sure.
You didn't predict this one. And they'll start moving towards the Ocean Drake here.
Can't help it though.
This might just be Ocean Soul Point.
It's fine. I don't think this game will last on the dragon.
It is, of course, Ocean Soul Point, though. So, I mean, 5 minutes from now. If the game isn't over by then, there will be a large team fight, I'm sure.
They have Baron 3 members. Cassiopeia has 5 items. Yeah. Technically full build because he doesn't need the boots, because snakes don't wear boots.
True. That is quite disgusting.
324 CS.
Another Enchanted Crystal Era hitting Kugateranori. A Flash Pillar will try to follow up. And Big UwU is just trying their best to get out of this. The Frost Prison will land on the Epsilon and maybe secure the kill. or rather secure the escape. But they just keep running down. The charm hits,
Does
and
Lulu
it
have Mikhail's Crucible for Vayne?
no. We have a Moonstone Renewer, and I can't quite tell what the components are building into yet. It appears to be a Bracer and a Kindle Gem, so unclear.
The Moonstone is interesting.
I do believe that
The
is.
heal is
Sorry?
the heal is worth it.
I think it's standard on Lulu, or I think that's the highest win rate so far.
Yeah, but I feel like late game a nice Shuralia's for like movement speed for engages, maybe the Cassiopeia, or like the shield. It's all like better options.
That may be the case. It is worth noting that during all of that, GM Tony was hitting the top tower and getting some gold
Nice.
there. So a little bit of cross-map play there that I don't want to go unacknowledged.
Exactly what you should be doing as Jax with TP.
Right.
Go on the side opposite of the objective and just run it down until someone stops you or you.
Okay, so both sides opting for some recalls here. It seems that we'll just be doing a little bit of dancing until this Drake finally spawns.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. They have Baron, but they're not getting anything out of it. Look, they're pushing up the mid wave and just letting it reset.
Right. I mean, I think this just says that Team Big UwU, they're just looking for this Drake. Which I do agree with you. I think it's strange because the Morgana and the Lux and the Ashe
Well,
all
they
set
shouldn't
up.
be waiting for the Drake because it's not their sole point. That's just them risking it all
Right.
to just tie it up. They should have. I don't know. Maybe Thomas is yelling in his voice comms. I'm one item from Phil build. Let me get my 6th item.
Is that something that you hear?
Yeah, when playing with Thomas, he's like at 400 CS. He's like, "Yeah, my last item. No fight. No fight.
I see.
Farm. Farm. Farm."
Okay, so we're seeing a little bit of trade of pressure here. How you like that? Trying to get whatever mid pressure they can before this Drake, and conversely,
Off the wave. Interesting.
yeah, Final Spark being used by
It's only like 30-second cooldown, but
right.
oh, they
See
have to defend.
how you like that bot lane already teleporting back. Oh, okay, we have a pause here. Is that enchanted crystal arrow gonna hit somebody? We don't know. Maybe it'll hit
No,
Kuga
probably
Terranori.
not. It's very sideways. Maybe Jeff.
Yeah, maybe Jeff. Look out, Jeff. Someone gotta warn him.
What? Why do they type? Would you mind R'ing down a bit? What is that?
I'm not sure.
R'ing down a bit?
Oh, uh, not sure what the holdup is quite yet. Game will now be in pause. Okay, we're back. Where were we, huh?
Nice siege. But they can 5-man stack bot because the mid wave is so pushed up for Team Blue.
I do want to draw attention to the lack of wards now in the jungle for how you like that. I think trying to get into this jungle here is just incredibly terrifying when there's a Lux and a Morgana potentially waiting for you in the brush, and I think Team Big UwU is picking up on that here.
Someone is going to face check it.
Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time.
Well, yeah, with Dragon spawning soon, right?
Right, and there are only so many good. I don't think that how you like that has too many.
They definitely know something is up though. They haven't seen a red team member in hours. Oh, the question mark.
The question mark ping being exactly right here, but
he's still gonna face
oh no, it's a standoff. Who's going to budge first? The Glitter Lance trying to pick up anybody, but that doesn't hit.
Yeah, blue team doesn't actually have to leave their base.
They don't, but at the same time, they don't have very many good tools for checking brushes from a distance.
I think they're trying to bait out Thomas with the okay. So Johnny might check it because it's
gets the pink ward and spots out everybody. Wow, great!
All that for nothing.
Great poise from how you like that. That could have been a game-ending pick, like you had predicted.
That could have been, but that was 1.5. That was 1 minute and 30 seconds of no EXP, no gold.
So with that crisis averted, I think both teams here are just looking to throw down at this Ocean Drake as it
No,
as.
I think blue looks like they're giving it.
Yep. Okay.
If it's not
Never
sold, they're not
mind.
worried.
Okay. So
They might
now
set up early Baron. Okay, they might be just giving Baron too
it
with
seems
the
that
Ari bot.
Hensoku's starting to move up, and Widow's trying to
Yeah, but
use.
Benari has no TP. Benari is still bot side. They can force. Thomas is like, let me get my blue buff.
It is a 4v5 for the time being.
Jesus, 400 CS? You're full build. He's full build. Cassiopeia actually does get one item's worth more than all other full build members.
Oh yeah, full item Cassiopeia is like the most terrifying thing in the game.
Yeah. 6 items.
And I think how you like that are soon going to see what I
I'm
mean.
surprised they're not forcing the Baron.
Who? Ooh, how you like that or UwU? Alright, I imagine this Baron will burn down really quickly with those 6-item Cassiopeia. The cleanse being burned by Kugaternori to dodge the final spark will tumble in with the final hour and not be able to finish off Widow. The cleanse on. Ooh, and the Petrifying Gaze and Enchanted Crystal Arrow will find Kugaternori with no tools to cleanse that away. He will fall. And Epsilon now moving forward might just wipe this team fight. Though it seems that with enough speed provided by Inspection's Whimsy, they will escape without losing too much, and UwU will now look to this Baron, presumably uncontested.
Yeah. Cassiopeia is way too strong.
That is a scary snake, that's for sure.
They could definitely kill him, for sure, if Jeff either has cleanse up or where's the Mikhail's Crucible from Lulu? I don't see it. It's so crucial for this game.
Yeah, well, I mean, Kugaternori already has 2 cleanses with the Quicksilver Sash and the cleanse.
Well, he was definitely petrified there.
He was
crucial team
petrified
fight.
and he was frozen, so maybe it does call for 3 cleanses, which is
More
quite
is
insane.
better.
Yeah, more is better.
Alright, let's see. Cleanse for Lux Q, Ashe alt, Morgana Q, and Morgana alt. That's 4. Maybe
is 4.
Sejuani should buy one too.
True. We need more Crucibles. That's what we need. It does finally seem that UwU is looking to make use of their great siege and crack open the space. Again, clearing out vision.
Like, GM Tony is going bot where everybody is, but he should be shoving it down mid to generate some pressure with his TP.
Right, I mean, they do have access to teleport here.
Yeah. The teleport advantage is not being used.
Not at all.
They're not even going to try to force it down bot. The wave clear is not really there, it's only an area. Alright, Team Red's looking to close it out.
Alright, this might have the makings of a game-ending push. GM Tony's doing their best to find a flank here. I don't know if they were spotted out on wards. Ooh, and the final spark will find Benari, and that might just do it.
Pop. Yeah. Honestly, what my recommendation would have been is just give up bot in him and just shove it down mid with Jax. Try to get some backs. Okay, they're going for a turn dive.
The flash petrifying gaze will find Kugaternori, but they still have.
The climb did come. A little slow, but
it did come. And
yeah,
that
without
one.
Thomas,
Wow.
they shred the entire. Yeah, nice turnaround with the team fight.
All right, so how you like that not going out quite yet?
Ooh, Jeff with the Thomas inting and all that.
Some good old BM.
So yeah, I think the difference is Thomas doesn't have a support with him, right? Vayne has Lulu with the alt shield, speed up, very strong.
Yeah, I think it was all over when Kugaternori could actually move. Was actually able to cleanse out of all of those CCs there. Let's see. Okay, let's take a look at some death timers here. So it does seem that everyone will be available for this Ocean Soul fight now that both teams are in one Drake's range of securing that ever valuable
Okay,
Ocean Soul.
they
It
get Soul off that too.
Yeah, I
Which is
think how
huge.
you like that will just
Oh
burn
no, the
this.
TP with the Thomas from
The
behind. The TP
teleport.
advantage coming in. They might get Soul with this
Oh
big
boy,
Thomas in
here
the
we
game.
go. And here comes the Norze. Okay, so here comes this. They've
Oh,
secured
okay, he's
Ocean
going in
Soul.
by himself with no Thomas.
Oh, and that will be
This
a
is a huge.
wow.
Maybe Thomas unsuspectingly snipes out Vayne. No, Thomas is
Is
caught
Thomas?
out as
Well,
well.
who's flanking who here?
This could be
Thomas is now in
this
trouble.
could
The
be a
Frost Prison will
ace
land, and
as
that might
well.
just. Sonny's
Ooh,
Hourglass will
that's a
not.
big in.
That is
They're gonna give up a lot from this.
right.
Push it down mid.
I have
Taking this
my.
end.
There's 50 seconds on that. 54 seconds now on that Cassiopeia. It's a
Yeah.
3v5 for the time being. Of course, they're pushing into supers. It seems that
Yvonne really has to kill that little minion.
right. Let's see what they can get done here. There's certainly a lot of wave clear to go up. They have access to a wave in the top lane if they wanted to rotate to that as well. Bernard doing their best to shove out bot in the meantime, just trying to get the waves out as far as they can with this moment of relapse here. They do rotate top lane. Widow now stuck mid lane to clear those waves. And I think they will just take the camps, take the waves, and reset here. So Ocean Soul, now on how you like that, I think we found ourselves in a surprisingly tight game now.
Ocean Soul actually does not matter that much this late in the game. Yeah.
Okay.
It's because the healing needs time, right? Vayne just shreds. Vayne and Cassiopeia just shreds in the team fight. You're not really gonna be able to heal that much. It's only good like mid game, early game. So it shouldn't make that much of a difference.
Yeah, there are a lot of picks and a lot of burst going down with
Yeah.
all of these late game champions now having full build or close to it.
Like when we watched LCS, right? When in all the LCS games, the Soul Curse, they get Dragons, Ocean Soul, and lose.
True. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not the game-ending buff that people sometimes make it out to be.
The key to these team fights is Trundle needs to soak up a lot of the damage, but he's taking hits from Vayne for free.
And more than that, I mean, look at the Trundle's items. The Trundle's in poverty right now. I mean,
Yeah.
they have 2 items in boots, and otherwise an Aegis and a Ruby Crystal. Vayne has 6 items. Jax has also 6 items. Like that, they will not stand a chance against those items.
Okay. Thomas still, I guess Thomas's team still thinks red team still thinks they're stronger and it's forcing the Baron.
This will just be another Baron fight. The Q lands and the final spark will burst down. Kuga Terranori a little bit. The Frost Person lands onto Nice Condemn which will be matched by late Condemn. But Bababazi will fall. That's a 1 kill already going over to how you like that. 2 kills now going onto the Vayne. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow will pick up the kill onto Bitnari in return. The Petrifying Gaze will be cleansed up by Kuga Terranori with the final hour. Going forward, we'll secure the deal on Epsilon with the Condemn, and that will be a wipe, a quadra kill, potentially a pentakill, and assumedly the game.
That just shows how strong ADCs are in the preseason.
Wow, what a team fight. You know, you gotta wonder why Big UwU thought they could just walk up and force that. I mean, they had the Baron debuffs on them, and I thought they could just straight up take the 5v5, but I don't think they were quite ready for the damage coming out of this Jax and this Vayne yet.
Quite unlucky. It was a big throw in their base.
Yeah, I mean, this
and,
game was certainly within reach for Big UwU, and I think they ought to be disappointed with the outcome here.
They were so close to closing it out.
Yeah. What a turnaround. Great game from both sides here, and congrats to how you like that from clawing their way back into this and securing the Nexus.
Ah, Veins.
All right, well, that should do it for us here. Thanks to everyone who joined us for another airing of Midnight Yale Solo Duo League of Legends. And that'll be about it. Stay tuned for more games tomorrow, and we will catch you later.
All right, see ya, everyone.